Hey guys, welcome back to Kentucky Rimfire and Hobbies. I did a little thing today, probably against my better judgment, but you guys know I like a challenge. The Bagara BMRX, people got mixed reviews about it. Mine, it shoots really well. I'm very satisfied with mine. And RPRs, I got a lot of input when I was shooting the RPR, and my RPR was factory barrel. Shot really well. Shot Lapua ammo really well. Maybe that's what most people don't want to do, is foot the bill for Lapua ammo. You know, they want something that'll shoot cheaper ammo. What I have in front of me is something that has got a lot of poor reviews on YouTube, but I was able to pick this up for very little money, mainly to try to make content with, and see if we can make it shoot, because I've just seen a lot of bad reviews on it. So enough rambling. What we got here is a Springfield 2020. Yep, a Springfield 2020. It's got a threaded barrel out on the end. I put the bipod on it just so we could set it up here for camera purposes. You can tell that this gun has not been shot a lot. The bolt, it has very, very minimal wear on it. You can see, I mean, it's got some grease marks on it, but it's got no wear marks. And guys, this bolt is buttery smooth. So I hope that we can make something of this. Look here. I mean, it's not gritty, smooth, lockup's good. I like the stock. It's a beautiful stock. Takes Ruger mags, 10 round Ruger mag, and it came with a rail and a 6-18 by 50 Monstrum scope. Not even sure about the scope, know nothing about them, but we're going to start off by running a bore scope down the barrel, looking at what we're dealing with, and we're going to do a deep clean on it and get it clean. Another reason that it don't appear to have been shot very much, it's still got the tag hanging on the trigger guard. This is their lifetime warranty tag. It's still hanging there. So there's no scratches on it. The gun's in good shape. I got the original box that came in. I done put it away. But we're going to see if we can get this gun to shoot, although I know other people have not been able to. I'm just, I guess I'm a sucker for a challenge when it comes to getting something to go. And I don't know if we'll be able to do this or not, but I got the gun for a reasonable amount of money, so it won't hurt my feelings if it ends up being a mediocre. This Monstrum scope, I ain't even looked through it to see what kind of crosshairs we're dealing with. Oh, I like it. I do like the crosshair of this scope. Awesome. And it's a lit reticle too. Green or red. Parallax is out here on the bail. It's set at 50, so obviously somebody's been shooting it at 50. these turrets are very tactile, very clicky, audible. They got a little bit of slop. And you can take an Allen screw out and reset your zero once you get it dialed in. The power adjustment right here has a very long, you can see this, see how wide that is? Got plenty of purchase there for your fingers, and you can, it's smooth. And then your diopter back here, I hope this scope, I mean 18 power is just a little bit weak, but I hope this scope ends up being a good one. It might make the purchase worthwhile. I don't know how much these scopes go for, but like I said, we're going to start off with the baseline. We're going to look through the barrel with the bore scope, and we're going to see what the bore looks like, and we'll give it a good deep clean, and we'll take it to the range and do some ammo testing with it, and hopefully it won't let me down. There's a few little spots down here closer to the muzzle that looks like rusty spots maybe. Just, they're not bad, just like starting. So we need to get after this with some solvent and a bronze brush. Hopefully one of my bore guides will fit this thing. And alright, we're at the chamber now. And OMG, there's a carbon ring. A good one. Yeah, so we're gonna soak this thing up and get that carbon ring out of there, because I don't know, see if you guys can see this on camera. Right here we're entering the chamber, and that right there is carbon ring. But trying to stay steady for you. Yeah, that's got a decent carbon ring built up there in the chamber. So we're going to get that soaking and scrub it. And see if we can take this thing out tomorrow or the next day and see if we can get it to print. I mean, I just picked it up tonight, so I didn't get to shoot it for a baseline. But I feel better about taking it to the range, clean to my expectations, and see what we can accomplish after it's been thoroughly cleaned. So we'll get this bolt out and we'll run some patches through it, wet patches, let it soak for a few minutes, and then we're going to run a bronze brush through it and scrub it out real good, and then we're going to patch it until they come out clean. And we'll start off fresh and clean and see what it'll print for us. Alright guys, I actually figured out how to do the video portion of this. So before I do the cleaning, I want to do a video of the bore, give you guys an idea here. So here's the entryway. You can see where it goes from like shiny to dull. And we're just going to run down the barrel. There's a few little deposits in there. But I mean, it looks clean until you get down here to the end. There's one of those little rusty spots I was telling you about. And it gets a little worse as you get closer to the chamber. There's another one. There's a bigger one right there. And then it just starts getting more and more. So we're definitely going to scrub it and try to scrub those out. Here's a good one right there. There's a really good one. Should be getting close to that chamber. Keep your eye out for that carbon ring. Okay, here we go into the chamber. This is the beginning of the lands right there. A little lead right there. Alright, let's go back to that carbon ring. Pushing forward. Here's where the carbon ring starts. And look right there, guys, how thick it gets. That is a nasty carbon ring. I mean, this gun don't look like it's been shot much at all, so I'm wondering if this is from test shots from the factory plus the owner when they purchased it and they just never cleaned it, because that seems like a lot of carbon ring right there just for a gun this new. There's some more of that rusty looking stuff back here in the chamber. So this is the bore guide right there. So yeah, it looks like we need to polish that chamber up just a little bit. Try to get rid of that carbon ring and just scrub that barrel down real good and get it lubricated. Other than that, it don't look bad. One other thing I want to look at while we're on video here, we'll take this thread protector off and look at this crown. Crown don't look too bad, other than it's got some carbon buildup on it. Kind of makes me wonder if somebody run a can on it, because it's got a excessive carbon right there on that crown. But anyways, we're going to give her a good thorough cleaning, guys, and we'll start out with the baseline and see if we can make this thing shoot. So y'all stick with us. Alright folks, we've run I don't know, about 12 patches, 14 patches through it. So this is the first patch before brushing or anything. That's the first patch. And I ran I ran several patches through, so this one here had Ed's Red on it. And then I used a couple more solvents and I wet it down really good. And then I run the bronze brush through it 10 times, maybe 12. And this is after the bronze brush. And then after I got done with that, I just started shoving patches through it, and this is the last patch that come through it. So let's go back down the bore here with the camera, see if we improved. So right off the gate, still see that transition right there from shiny to a dull. It looks really clean so far. Now, those rusty looking spots are still there. I'm not sure if that's rust or what that discoloration is. Tell me what you guys think. It sure has a rust color, but I got some other barrels that have that same spots in it though, and they shoot really well, so I don't think that's anything to keep from shooting. What I'm curious to see is if that carbon ring is gone. Should be getting close to the lands. Okay, there's the lands. That definitely looks better and cleaner. You can see those machining marks are in that chamber. But there's where the carbon ring was. And looks like we've about completely rid the carbon ring. There's a little bit of residual left in there, but that big crusty spot is definitely gone. We might run a couple more wet patches through it and scrub it again, see if we can get the rest of that out of there. But there's after we cleaned it. Alright guys, so we scrubbed the crap out of it. We're going to run this scope down one more time. We'll look. Still a little shiny right there at the crown, and it goes to that dull. Run down here to where the rusty spots was, or whatever those spots are. I think we're getting rid of them. Yeah, so now we're in the chamber. Right there's the lands. There's the chamber. Definitely clean. And the last scrubbing we done got rid of a lot of those spots. So I might put that bronze brush in there one more time and see if we can't go ahead and clean all those out. because it really is coming clean. Alright, the Springfield 2020 is as clean as a man can get it. I mean, I've scrubbed it. I'm trying to get my footage from my camera, scope camera, off the memory card. I'm having a hard time. Hopefully I can get that and put it in this video as a picture-in-picture or something. But what we're going to do now, I've checked the barrel for free float. So we are sliding a dollar bill all the way back to the action. So we are free floating. And I torqued the action screw. We're going to start out at 15 inch-pounds. You know, that's just kind of what my 1022 is like. It's 15 inch-pounds, so that's where I'm going to start at with this 2020. Now I got a snap cap in there, and we're going to check the trigger pull, see what weight the trigger's pulling at. So that's horrible. 4.5 pounds. Didn't reset. .75 pounds. Three and a half pounds. Hopefully that's where it settles in, about 3.5 pounds, and we'll do a little work to it later. Let's see how it feels to our finger, not dropping everything. We'll see how it feels instead of trigger gauge. Let's have the trigger gauge check it. So no take up whatsoever. It's solid. It's a nice trigger. I mean, there's no creep. It's just on a wall. Not bad. I could stand it to be a little lighter. But, alright guys, this will be the last segment here before the range trip, and what we're taking to the range with us is actually the gun, a variety of ammo. We're going to take this famous limb saver dampener. If you haven't seen a video on this, you can put this on the barrel, different spots, try to tame the harmonics. We can try that. We'll take our torque wrench. We started out at 15 inch-pounds. We can go up if we need to. We'll play with our torque settings. And last but not least, we got the old Sparrow suppressor, and I have found that sometimes putting a suppressor out on the end of the barrel tames a lot. Hopefully I don't have to rely on a suppressor to get it tamed. I'd really like to see this gun shoot. I'm not getting my hopes up from what I've seen, but I've also not given up on this rifle because it is beautiful. I love this stock. It looks really nice. Alright, range trip it is. Tomorrow, if the weather permits. Next time you see us, guys, we'll be shooting this at the range.